What's up, guys? Hunter Turner here. Just thought I would ramble for a few minutes about the Florida Gators tonight. What an outstanding performance delivered by Kayvon Allen. If you listened to the radio show earlier today, you know that I said he needed to be the breakout performer tonight for Florida, and boy, did he show up. I mean, those three-pointers, and the fact that he wasn't afraid to shoot the ball. And even on the off nights recently, he's actually shown up and shot the ball some and not been afraid to put it up. And it'll eventually pay dividends, as it did in this game. And as they talked about during the game, the University of Florida is now the sum of its parts. And it doesn't just take one guy for the team to dominate. Florida is better when they go with the hot hand of the night and they pass the ball and they find the open man. They play better as five than as one. And as long as they continue to do that, I think they make a deep run into the tournament. Also, I'd just like to say that I'm previewing the Honda Classic, which will include Ricky Fowler and Justin Thomas as the headliners this week. I look for a breakout performance again from Justin Thomas. I think in this field, I see challengers that could be veterans like Graham McDowell or Billy Horschel, but I look to Justin Thomas to be a favorite this week, and you'll hear my reports live from the course. But I'm going to go ahead and say to the people that have already been asking me, I think Justin Thomas has another breakout win. There's also Hideki Matsuyama. I believe he'll be playing this week as well. So look out for him. These young kids, gosh, I'm 2 years older, but I guess I can say that. These young guns, man, they really are shining on tour right now. And I think the reason that you see so many young players winning out on tour is because they come so prepared now out of college. They're ready to go. The Tiger Woods era has rubbed off on this generation, and they've looked up to Tiger. They've wanted to be the next Tiger, and they're all ready to win. You look back to Tiger Woods' era, there was Phil Mickelson, and then not much else. Nobody could really challenge Tiger. Well, with this group, as we had Ron Syrak on the Buddy Martin show last week, like he said, this group is a group of young guys that any of them can win any week. The number one in the world should change week to week with these guys because, one guy could dominate 1 week. It's interesting because also Dustin Johnson took over the world number one this past weekend from Jason Day. And his length, man, when he's on with that driver and those short irons and wedges, and if he makes a few putts, he's deadly. But at the same time, there's Jason Day, there's Jordan Spieth, there's anybody that can win on tour at any time. So I think golf's in great hands, and I think it will continue to be in great hands. I've had a lot of people ask me this week, Hunter, what's going on with Tiger? The truth is, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I wish him the best. I am a Tiger fan, and I hope he recovers and is able to play. If he's not, then I'm sure he will do great things in his next venture. But I can say this. I can say that the future of the PGA Tour is extremely bright. You have a lot of young, talented players who know their game. And when I say they know their game, they know their strengths and weaknesses. And I think a lot of young guys in Tiger's era didn't necessarily know right off the bat out of college what they needed to work on and how to improve it. Obviously, they didn't have the ball. I mean, the Pro V1 like they have now and all the advanced technology. They were playing a lot of balls and using the persimmon woods. I mean, so it's changed drastically since the 90s. But I can say that these young stars are bright, and it'll be interesting to see who can retain the number one spot in the world. I see it fluctuating. I see the next year being a lot of fluctuation, next 5 years even, of number one, because it's just so highly competitive at the top and there's so much talent. I'm looking forward to it. As far as this week, you've got Adam Scott in the field, reigning Honda Classic champion. Another beautiful golf swing as well. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens. But as of right now, I think that Justin Thomas would be my favorite. And I think Adam Scott, I don't know if you can call him a dark horse, but man, if he gets that swing going and that putter, tough to beat as well. We'll see. I'll have live updates all week from the Honda Classic. Don't forget to tune in and watch. I'm Hunter Turner. Thanks, guys.